Zub, this is Trowahc, and welcome to another episode of GreenLight It, a little opinion video I do where I sift through the crap Steam Greenlight and show you a game that's worth your upvote. The game we'll be looking at today is Jetpack 2. Now, Jetpack, the original, was a platformer brought out in the 90s, and it had a very interesting way of doing its maps. It was a gauntlet-style map rather than the more traditional scrolling at the time. You would avoid enemies, you would collect gems to move on to the next level. Fuel was not replenishable, so you did have to collect fuel canisters to get to fuel for your jetpack so that you could get to certain areas, collect gems, and move on to the next level. Now, what does that mean in terms of upgrading Jetpack 2? Well, they've stated that they're going to do, obviously, upgraded graphics to bring the graphics to more of a current generation, and they're going to bring full-time physics, or real-time physics in there. They're also going to bring a lot more tiles. They said 1,000 plus tiles on the actual Steam Greenlight page. So what does this mean for Jetpack 2? Well, first off, adding in physics allows for traps to be developed. You can obviously put weight to certain items, put them on a chain and watch them swing if you have a trigger going on there. You could add in environmental hazards that weren't in the first game. You did have spikes and whatnot in the first game. You could now add things like acid falling or lava falling. And finally, there's things like the lighting system. You could have dark areas or even a level completely made of dark where there's only a few spots that are bright and lit up. So you have to try and get between these areas, and maybe they could have enemies that don't want to work in the actual light or can't be in the light. So they stay to the darkness while you have to try and move yourself around. So there's a lot of options to create much more different style of gauntlet maps than what was ever shown in the original Jetpack. The graphics themselves, they do look good. They're nothing special though. They're not going to wow you like a Crysis engine or anything else like that. And I think that's a very good thing in this one, because with Jetpack, the whole point of the game was to collect gems and move on to the next level and do it without getting hit. You know, you get hit once by any kind of hazard, any kind of enemy, you're dead and you move on. You have to redo the level sort of idea. You don't move on to the next level. So being able to distinguish what is friend and what is foe, what's an objective and what's a collectible, where you need to go to get to the end of the level, like the ending door, these sort of things, they need to pop out at you, but not pop out at you in terms of being very bright and colourful and looking great. They need to pop out at you so that you can distinguish them from other things. There could be like two types of doors. One door only leads to a certain area in the map, or another area in the map, a bit like a teleporter that you can use instead of enemies, while there's another door that is the end door that you need to get to the end, or to end the level, once you've collected all the gems. And distinguishing things like that is what's needed more in this game than making the game look pretty. And I think the graphics do an excellent job of that. You know, you can distinguish, you know, you're in a yellow jumpsuit. All the enemies that I've seen so far in the Jetpack 2 early demo that is shown on the website, jetpackhq.com, you know, all the enemies are robots. They're all silver. They have different silhouettes to you, so you can distinguish them that way. And if there's going to be lighting, you know, is going to come, if lighting's going to come into play on that, you can definitely tell that this game's graphics is designed about making the game all about the gameplay, rather than making it about the graphics. And the graphics, the way that they have designed, the way they're drawn, everything makes it perfect for that. But again, they're not going to wow you. You're not going to, you know, go into a level and go, oh my god, that sun looks so awesome, or those lens flares look so awesome. But the graphics look good enough that you can go, oh, that is a sun. And they're not going to distract you from the task at hand, which is to collect gems and get to the end of the level. Now, like the first one, there is going to be a level editor, and they did state that there's going to be 1,000 plus tiles, because this works on a tile-based system. You put in a certain type of tile, and then that tile has certain properties. This, to me, is going to be much better for Steam, or to have this game on Steam, because of the Steam Workshop again, like I've said in previous games. They have stated that you can submit maps that you've created in the level editor to jetpackhq.com and go there and get them, but they could also do it on the Steam Workshop, and I think it would just make it so much easier if they did do it there. It would be a much easier place to go to distribute the maps, and also, you know, if potential, they could possibly help the map creators by letting them put their maps up for maybe $1 or something like that, and let funds go back to these guys if the map is popular enough. Now, of course, like I've said, I'm a bit of a fan of this game, but overall the game is fun. Jetpack 2 resides and keeps a lot of what made Jetpack 1 fun for me, and I think could still make it fun beyond that. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you think I'm a raving lunatic, you can obviously put it in the comment and say so. If you believe there was something I said that you want to continue more in a discussion, by all means put that in the comments and we will speak about it more. And I'll catch you on the next video, guys. See ya!